Picture it, a team of professional ambassadors of your brand engaging consumers where they live, work, play, and shop, creating lasting connections and turning triers into buyers. Street teams are a great way to engage your brand's target consumers face-to-face. But creating a professional, engaging, and successful street team activation takes planning and management. This video series addresses several of the main points you'll need to consider in order to make it happen. Planning your promotion. Recruiting and training your brand ambassadors. Choosing a location. Consumer engagement. Results and metrics. To kick it off, we'll start with 10 tips for planning your street team promotion. With so many moving parts to a street team activation, there will always be hurdles, challenges, and obstacles. The following pointers were developed in order to get organizers adequately prepared so that programs like yours run more smoothly, with fewer unexpected problems and a clear path to success. Here's tip number 1. Integrate early and integrate often. With any marketing endeavor, there are countless moving parts that require seamless integration. Print, social media, technology, and the human factor all need to be fused with your experiential program. Begin the integration planning process as early as possible, and make sure you start with your desired end result in mind. The more you can link media, technology, and consumer interaction, the better success your program will achieve. Here's tip number 2. Strategic consistency from medium to medium. Make sure each of your marketing tactics is being used to its best purpose. Know the primary strengths and value proposition for each medium, and use this knowledge as leverage when you're integrating. Your overarching strategy will inform each medium and drive your desired results with a net result that's more than just the sum of its parts. It's also important to resist placing too much load on any one tactic. Share the burden of the program equally across your tactics. Here's tip number 3. Creative integrity throughout. Creative is the key to capturing the imagination of your audience and owning share of mind in any marketing campaign. This becomes especially crucial when traditional and interactive media are integrated with experiential. People are visual. They take purchase cues from past experiences. If your street team is driving consumers to a payoff in the grocery aisle, it's key that the brand POS and packaging in that aisle are in alignment with the program that got them there. Link each of your marketing touches together from beginning to end. Your campaign becomes both familiar and impactful when you have well thought out creative with consistent color, design, theme, and identity. Here's tip number 4. Message consistency. Each medium that a campaign uses has its own method of getting information to the recipient. The important thing to keep in mind here is that each integrated piece of your program has to align with the same core messaging platform. Uniform tone, descriptions of features and benefits, and value proposition must all be adopted across all tactics within your activation. Here's tip number 5. Open up cross-discipline communication. It is critical that well-crafted street team activations have clear lines of open communication between internal departments on the brand side and on the agency side. This, above anything else, could be the hallmark of success in your experiential efforts. Representatives from every relevant department should be brought in as early as possible during the planning process. Give them ownership and agency in creating successful outcomes by making the plans and their contributions clear. Let each representative know when and to whom they have handoffs and interactions. On the agency side, define ownership roles and communication touchpoints. Maintain a contact list and provide a platform for open communications. Agencies have a lot of experience doing what they do. If not for your vertical or brand specifically, then at least something that's 1 or 2 steps away from what you're offering. Allow the agency to have input, but retain ownership of the final decision as driven by the strategy. Here's tip number 6. Map the complete process and experience. This may sound basic, but map out each step of the consumer's experience in detail to ensure all elements of the integrated plan work with each other. What do they see or engage first? What's the desired step for each engagement? What happens when they engage in the middle of the process? How is data captured at each step? How is the desired behavior rewarded? How is each engagement followed up? How does the program live on beyond the final planned engagement? Knowing the answers to these questions now makes for engaged participants down the road. Here's tip number 7. Establish tracking and reporting benchmarks and performance. The infrastructure of the program is dependent on the numbers and reporting processes established in the planning stages. Define your tracking and measurement metrics up front. Establishing the infrastructure to support the reporting and the desired results will allow you to make the right adjustments during the program to keep you on track. Now here's tip number 8. Training, training, training. Take the time and properly invest in training for the field marketing managers, the brand ambassadors, and the logistics teams. Think of the consumer engagement as a live ad. While a headline can be crafted, edited, and rewritten, the people who are engaging the consumer are answering questions on the fly and must be highly credible. Remember, they're out there on the street, meeting face-to-face with potential customers, consumers, and partners of your brand. For that program, they are your brand and should be competent, credible, and engaging. Only 2 more tips. Here's number 9. Commit. With some marketing initiatives, it is possible to walk away from certain pieces without any real negative impact on the overall program and brand. When an integrated experiential program is marketed and launched, all related follow-through is critical. Integrated media point to the on-the-ground experience, which points to the web, which informs the PR, and etc., etc. This circle of life only works when all of the pieces of the program are working in concert, which means that each piece is as important to success as the others. And finally, here's tip number 10. Look for allies. As the brand manager, it's important that you choose partners, agencies, resources, and internal influencers carefully. Internally, choose people who believe in and understand the value of face-to-face marketing and how it positively influences the behavior of people. Start by finding an advocate, someone who's high level and supports your cause. When engaging agencies, check their references, confirm their testimonials, and ask specifics about the programs. You can learn a lot about an agency by talking to their clients. You need to know that they can deliver, that they're the right partner for you, your brand, and your organization. Find out more about all kinds of experiential marketing strategies, tactics, and tips by going to the Promotion website. And if you want to talk to a real person about your questions or ideas, call Promotion today.